So welcome to our first virtual yin yoga class. So if you have any blocks or been having them, also a bolster or a pillow also works really great. To start our class, we will bring a pillow or a bolster beneath us. And if you don't have one, that's okay too. We'll bring it right in between our legs, bring our legs out wide, and then we'll release down onto our props, onto our pillows, into a comfortable, supported child's pose. So you can just close your eyes. And during this practice, even if I come up, just remaining where you are, so I can guide you through our poses. So settling in now. Having your upper body fully supported beneath you. And taking some cleansing breaths. Taking a deep inhale through your nose, filling up. And exhaling out through your mouth, letting it go. Allowing yourself this time to settle in and arrive in this space. In yin, we hold our poses for around 3 to 5 minutes. And this just really gives the body time to release into poses. We really get into our fascia muscle, our deep tissues, ligaments, tendons. And we allow our bodies to slowly fall into these poses and support us as we open into our tightness. So close your eyes and imagine your body from all sides as if you were looking at yourself from above. Feel yourself being pulled into that inner ocean of peace and quiet as it ripples on the surface and starts to subside. The outside world can be so busy, but inside we can find peace and tranquility. Keep your breath soft and your mind will follow. Feel yourself moving deeper still towards your inner core, as if you were porous and were being absorbed into yourself. As you find yourself closer to your bliss center, see the brightness there and let this brightness shine out like a lighthouse through the darkness. Really feeling into your body. Allowing your body to expand with each inhale. As you breathe in, you can feel your back ribs expand. And as you let go of this breath, you feel your heart melt a little bit deeper down. If you have one of your ears supported on your bolster, you can switch to the other side now. Or if you're in full child's pose, you may have your forehead on your mat. Of your mat. We're going to slowly begin to rise up and draw your knees together, coming into an easy pose, so you can have your ankles beneath you. If this is uncomfortable, you can place a block underneath your sit bones to bring you up. And then just settling in for a moment, feeling the crown of your head reaching towards the sky, and your sit bones falling towards the earth beneath you. Close your eyes and gently humble your chin towards your heart and bring your hands to Anjali Mudra. So we will set an intention here, so an intention for our practice. Maybe to simply find peace with the mantra Om Shanti Ham. With these uncertain times, just maybe finding the space to find some clarity. Take some time for yourself to go inward, to find that peace and let go of the chaos moving all around you. Once you have your intention, you begin to rub your palms together, pressing them firmly, rubbing a little faster, a little bit faster. And then placing your palms over your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out, let it go as your hands slowly release down towards the earth. Tenting your fingertips on the earth. Gently tuck your chin towards your chest. And then roll your right ear over to your right shoulder. So feeling this nice long stretch through your left side. Open your palm on your left, making your hands reach really big, and then exhale, we're gonna make a fist. So inhaling, opening, exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close, making a fist, and begin to make some wrist circles with your left hand. And coming the other way. And then releasing your fingertips back down to your mat. Bring your gaze towards your right armpit and gently nod yes. Nice, rolling your chin back through center, bringing your left ear over left side. Noticing the transition and how it feels on the opposite side, if you're holding more tension or it feels a bit more relaxed. And then again, finding that breath work. So inhaling, opening the palm wide. Exhale, making a fist with that hand, coming closed off. Inhaling, opening. Exhale, close. Last time, inhale, opening, spreading the fingers wide. Exhale, making a fist. And then releasing your hand, making some wrist circles. And coming the other direction. And then bringing your gaze to your left armpit and gently nodding yes. Tucking the chin, drawing your chin towards the chest. Release your shoulders away from your ears. Take a deep inhale. Feel the belly expand, chest open, heart lift. Back of neck also loosens. And exhale, let it go. Bring your hands up to the back of your skull, interlacing your fingers and allowing your arms to be heavy as a passive weight. Breathing into the back of the spine, the muscles between the shoulder blades. We're going to inhale and begin to lift the chest and the chin towards the sky, opening through the shoulders, the chest. And then as we exhale, we're going to round the spine, tuck the tailbone under beneath you, and really release into your shoulders and your back body. Inhaling, we'll again open towards the sky, expanding. Exhale, drawing the belly button in towards the spine, rounding into those shoulders. Moving 3 more times with your eyes closed with your breath. Last time, really breathing in as you expand through the front body. Last exhale, fully letting go, releasing into the shoulders. Sitting up nice and tall, releasing your hands down, and we'll come over onto our hands and our knees in a tabletop pose. We'll move through some cat-cows. So you want your wrists to be under your elbows, elbows to be under your shoulders, and then your knees to be under your hips. On an inhale, we'll soften our bellies towards the floor, lift our gaze as our chest opens. And then exhaling, we'll round the spine, press your mat away from you, draw the belly button in towards the spine. Moving with your breath, closing your eyes. You can bring in an ujjayi, breathing where you inhale through your nose and exhale out your nose, gently restricting the back of the throat, so vocalizing the breath. We'll begin to move more organically, so just listening to the body, maybe dipping the hips back towards the heels, rocking forward, maybe bringing the palms out slightly, rolling into the hips, the belly stretches. Just moving however feels good to you. And we'll meet in a child's pose, so moving for another 3 to 4 more breaths. And then again, bringing the toes to touch behind you, knees come wide, and upper body softens towards the mat. Breathing into your child's pose. In this pose, we're opening through the hips. We're breathing into the back body and really softening down through the third eye, the Ajna chakra, maybe rocking it side to side on your mat. Bring our hands over to the left, so bring your gaze up towards them and then walk your hands to the left. And then again, settling your forehead down. You can place your head on a block or your pillow. We're doing a lateral lean on the right side, so we're feeling this nice long stretch through our right side. As you breathe in, you can feel your belly fill. And as your chest expands, breathing into the right side body, you can feel that nice opening. As you release the breath, you feel your heart melt down a little deeper. Breathing here. As you breathe in, you can breathe in patience. As you breathe out, you can let go of rushing. As you breathe in, you can breathe in peace. As you breathe out, you can let go of tension. As you breathe in, you can breathe in wellness. As you breathe out, you let go of resistance. Breathing into the right side. And one last deep inhale through your nose. As you exhale, we'll begin to walk our hands back through center and then walking them over to the right hand side. And then releasing your head down. Breathing into the left side body here. Noticing the transition from right to left. And during our yin practice, we find our edge, but we never go past. So we move into our poses to about 20 or 30%. And then as we breathe into these poses, we eventually move the edge from that to a further stretch and getting deeper into the pose rather than forcing yourself to your edge. We slowly breathe into it. We really focus inward of where we're feeling the stretch. And we each exhale, we let go and surrender a little bit more, loosening tension, letting go of holding and tightness. So the edge is where fear meets courage, challenge meets curiosity, and desire meets will. It is where intensity meets softness. One more deep inhale here through the left side. With your exhale, we'll press into those hands, walk them back in front of you, coming up onto your hands and your knees. Setting into your foundation, we're going to bring our left knee out to the side and then just begin to make hip circles. So really feeling into the rotation of your hip joint. And then we'll come the other way. Nice. And then we will kick that leg behind us and then gently press into the palms of the hands, flexing through the back heel and feeling this nice long stretch through the left calf muscle. Notice if you're sinking into your shoulders, and by pressing your mat away from you, you can be strong, planting your shoulders onto your back. You're not losing your foundation in this posture. We'll gently rock forward and then rock back a couple times. And then bending that knee, we'll do it on the opposite side. So begin to make those hip circles on the right side. And then coming the other way. And then kicking that leg behind you, flexing out through the back heel. Press your mat away from you. Breathe into the right side calf stretch. Always coming back to your breath. Noticing your mind. So as we move through poses, sometimes the mind can become frustrated or irritated or bored. And just really close your eyes and tune into those thoughts and notice where you feel them in your body. And gently rock forward, pressing back a couple times. And then bending that knee. And then we'll come back into a toe stand. So keeping your toes tucked under beneath you. Settling down onto your heels. Bring your shoulders up towards your ears. And then exhale, draw them down and back. Inhale, draw them up. Exhale, release, down and back. And then we'll come the other way. So drawing them up towards the ears and rolling the shoulders forward. One more time. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep your hands up above you. Bring your gaze to follow, palms touch. Bend your elbows and then send your arms behind you, really opening up through the chest and lift the gaze. Exhale, release your hands down behind you, interlacing your fingers. Draw your arms towards your heels, really lifting through the chest. And then exhaling, we're going to release our forehead down towards the mat. And then begin to peel the arms away from the low back. So bound angled child's pose. You may untuck your toes if you like, settling your upper body more onto your legs. Come back to your breath. if your arms are here and you're really feeling this, this is great. This is your edge. You play here, you stay and breathe. With each inhale, you feel your belly fill, your chest open. And as you exhale, maybe your arms begin to release a little more, releasing more tension in your shoulders as they slowly peel away from your low back. Micro movements with your breath. And just finding that edge, meeting yourself where you are and expanding from there. Your next inhale, release your hands, slowly rising back up. Release your hands to the thighs and just feel your shoulders. So the rebound of a pose is where you listen to the hum of your body, the release of the tension, the buzzing, vibration of energy moving. Your next inhale will sweep the hands up, coming onto the knees. Tuck your toes under, exhale, hands to your heart. We're gonna bring our left foot in front of us, come into dragon or low lunge. So untuck the back foot, then your front left knee should be in line with your ankle. If you have blocks with you, you can set your foundation here first. So really squaring through the hips, so drawing your right hip forward, left hip draws back. It's kind of like a gentle tugging. The front right side of the hip should be opening here. And once you find that foundation, really lift through the crown of the head and release the shoulders. You can bring your hands all the way up, palms touch, and then release the shoulders away from the ears. Feel the four corners of your feet on your mat. So the outer edge of the big toe, the inner edge of the pinky, and the outer and inner edges of the heel. So firmly planting into the four corners. Deep inhale, we're gonna lift our gaze, lengthening through the side bodies. And as you exhale, we're going to release our hands down at our sides, interlacing those fingers one more time, drawing them towards the floor, opening through the chest, breathing into your belly here and feeling this nice stretch through the front hip. If you like, you can take it into the back bend, really lifting through the chest and beginning to draw your hands a bit more behind you, really opening through the chest, release the jaw. The next inhale will draw you up, placing your hands on your blocks or on the floor. We're going to kick our leg out in front of us, coming into a half monkey split. So you have your blocks, it's really nice to set up here, but you want to have your hips in line with your knee, and then really flex out through the left foot. So lengthening through the left hamstring. So you come up on your blocks is really nice, but if you want to come down to the floor, you can tent the fingers. And then again, gently squaring through the hips. So drawing that right hip gently forward, left hip gently back. Find your edge, close your eyes, and breathe into the release of this pose. We'll take 3 more full breath cycles here. So inhaling, filling the belly, feeling the chest expand, the heart open. As you exhale, your heart softens, your chest closes, your belly empties, and maybe it draws you a little bit closer, a little bit deeper into this pose. 2 more deep inhales. Releasing exhales. Then begin to bend that knee, drawing it back behind you. Releasing your sit bones down towards the heels, coming into this rebound. Allow your shoulders to soften away from your ears. Close your eyes. Feel into your left hip. Noticing the hum of the body. And then inhaling to come up, arms sweep up towards the sky. And then exhale, draw your right foot in front of you. Hands can come to the blocks. Or we'll just set up our foundation in our dragon pose. So low lunge, knees in line with ankle. Gently squaring through those hips. So gently drawing your right hip back, left hip forward, really opening through the front of the left hip here. Once you have your foundation, inhaling your arms sweep up, palms touch. Pressing palms together firmly, gently bending into your elbows, and sending your arms behind you, and from there beginning to lift through the side body, through the chest. Feel your feet connected to the earth. And try to draw your left pinky toes down to your mat, activating the top of the back foot. One more deep inhale here, really lengthening. And exhaling, drawing your hands behind you, interlacing your fingers, and drawing them down towards the floor, opening through the shoulders. And again, you can move into a gentle back bend if you like. Maybe opening through the chest, dropping the head, and allowing your jaw to soften. Inhaling, drawing up, releasing the hands back to the floor or to your blocks. And then we'll straighten that right leg, coming into the half split here. So flexing out through the right foot, gently squaring through the hips. And then finding your edge to soften down. And close your eyes and connect with that breath, the movement of the breath in your body, the thought pattern of the mind as we are in this uncomfortable hamstring stretch. Just noticing without judgment, and just being curious. Allow the face to soften, unclenching the jaw. Softening the brow. And tiny movements, drawing that right hip gently back and that left hip forward. Squaring through the hips. Deep inhale, belly filled. Chest opens, heart lifts. Exhale, as your breath releases, maybe you release a little more tension. 2 more breaths, just like that. Exhale to draw that leg back towards your left. Sitting back into your heels, rocking side to side, hands to your thighs. Press firmly into the tops of the femur bones, drawing your shoulders towards your ears. Inhale and then exhale, round the shoulders down and back. Softening through the hands. Bring your hands to your side, allowing your fingers to just graze your mat and sit in this rebound. Now notice the left and the right sides of the body. Notice the shoulders. Listening to the hum. Bringing your hands to Anjali Mudra. Gently tucking your chin towards your chest. Honoring your divine inner light. And bring our hands back down to the earth. Tuck our toes under and we'll come into a downward dog. So I like to walk the hands slightly in front of the shoulders, spreading your fingers really wide, and then tuck your toes under, beginning to lift your knees. So really bent knees here. And from here, pressing your mat away from you so your hips come towards your heels. And then from there, beginning to straighten the leg. And if your knees are bent and you're still really feeling this in your hamstrings, and staying there, you can begin to walk out the legs, bending back and forward. Coming up to the toes, pressing firmly into your hands, and then releasing the heels down towards the earth. Shake your head out no and yes. And breathing into this downward dog. Allow your head to be heavy. Allow all your thoughts to empty out of your head in this pose. Clearing your mind, cleansing your mind and your body of that which no longer serves you. Begin to come up to the top of the toes, looking towards the hands, and then slowly bending the knees deeply, walking your feet up towards your hands. Bend the knees deeply, and we're going to press our palms together and rest your forearms on the upper thighs. So it's a modified forward fold. Allow your head to be heavy. And take a deep inhale to feel the expansion of the back body. As you exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Deep inhale, belly expands. Chest opens, heart lifts. Exhale, let it go. Shift your weight forward slightly into your toes. And then from there, beginning to straighten through the legs. If you're feeling really open through your hamstrings, maybe allowing your arms to dangle. Your head is released and heavy. Breathing here for a moment. And dangling pose. Feel all four corners of your feet and roll onto the outer edge of the foot and then the inner edge. And then firmly press through all four corners of the foot. Feel the sole of the foot lifting. And breathe. Next, inhale will draw you up halfway lift. So you can place your fingertips on the floor, the calf, or the thigh. You just want to have a really nice long spine. Feel your shoulders away from the ears. Chest is open. Your sit bones are drawing towards the back of the room. One more deep inhale here. And exhale to release, forward fold. One more time. Bend the knees deeply and then press through the feet to inhale all the way up to standing. Hands come to your heart. So mountain pose.
Mountain pose.
Bring your hands down at your sides and just feel into the four corners of the feet, that lifting sole of the foot, slight bend in your knees, openness through your chest. Take a moment to close your eyes and fully be in the sensations of standing. The shoulders fall away from the ears. Crown of the head is reaching towards the sky. As your feet are grounding you in this awareness, like roots from the tree, drawing you deeper into yourself. Allow your next inhale to draw the hands all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, we'll swan dive forward into that forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling to plant the hands, step back into a low lunge on your right foot forward. We're going to come into lizard pose or low dragon. So you're going to walk your right heel to the edge of the mat and the toes come off. Blocks again are great here to find that nice lift through the spine and to breathe into this inner hip and inner thigh stretch. You can stay here in high dragon or come down to your hands or even down to the forearms. Allowing the right knee to drop towards the floor and then rolling onto the outer edge of the right foot. You want your foot to be flexed also. So right foot is flexed to prevent injuries in the knee. So coming to your expression of the pose, and then closing the eyes. Connecting back to that breath, breathing here. And to share a poem from Rumi. It says, the wine of divine grace is limitless. All limits come only from the faults of the cup. Moonlight floods the whole sky, from horizon to horizon. How much it can fill your room depends on its windows. Grant a great dignity, my friend, to the cup of your life. Love has designed it to hold his eternal wine. Notice where your mind tends to go to. In yin, when we hold poses for a long time, I know for myself, the boredom, sometimes the need to move, kind of an impatience, and just allowing it to be reflected into how you go about your days. And know that with each breath, it's a new day, a new chance to start again, and to practice that being committed. Just the vow to stay regardless of the chatter. We'll take 3 more breaths here. Deep inhale, belly expands, chest opens, heart lifts. Exhale, heart softens, chest closed, belly empties. Maybe you sink a little deeper. 2 more times. And begin to press into the hands, rising up And drawing your right knee behind you, tuck the toes under, and then lift the hips into the downward dog. Taking this just resting pose of down dog to feel the rebound in the right hip. Noticing sensations within the body, softening through the knees, softening the breath. Taking a deep breath of air through your nose. Then exhaling to draw your left knee in towards the chest, planting it onto your mat, settling down onto the right knee to come into low dragon on the left side. So your left heel comes to the edge, toes come off the mat. You can come to the blocks to set your foundation, lengthening through the spine, opening through the left hip. Begin to roll to the outer edge of the left foot. And flexing that left foot to prevent any injuries into the left knee. The left knee falls towards the earth as you settle into your variation of this pose. Allow your breath to guide you. Allow your eyes to be soft. Letting go of tension, being held in the face. Allowing your body to receive your breath. Allow the tendons, the fascia, the muscles of the left hip to receive this breath. And then this one. And then this one. With each exhale, a release of tension. A release to let go. A release to be in this body, in this moment, with sensation. Three more breaths on the left side. And letting your last exhale to press your mat away from you, coming up. And then slowly drawing the left knee back towards the right. Coming back up for a downward dog for the rebound of this pose. Noticing the left and the right side. Take a sigh. Soften the breath. Begin to soften the knees down towards your mat. Then inhale the left hand towards the sky. Exhale, we're going to thread the needle, drawing the left shoulder down towards your mat and your left ear. Coming into shoulder release. Your right hand can remain just beside your face. Spread your fingers wide. If you want to go a little deeper, begin to walk the fingers out long above you. If you want to go deeper still, maybe bringing the back of the hand to the low back, and maybe tucking it into this crease of the thigh. As you breathe into your belly, feel it expand, feel your chest open, and maybe that shoulder heels open a little bit more, opening the left shoulder. Your exhale, use a sigh to let it go, to surrender a little more. Wiggle the left fingers, feel the back of your hand on the floor. Open the hand wide, spreading the palm of the hand. Soften through the jaw. Take a swallow to release the throat. Connect to the breath. With each exhale, allowing your body to dissolve a little bit more into this pose. Like ice to water, water to gas. 3 more deep breaths here. And using your last exhale to bring your palm back towards the face, palm down, pressing into that hand, slowly peeling away from the earth and allowing that hand to float back towards the sky. Exhale to release, gently rocking forward and back. Coming back into your foundation of tabletop pose. Inhaling, the right palm comes up. Exhaling, threading the needle, coming down onto the right shoulder. Right ear to the mat. And then finding your variations with fingertips out in front, or hand just resting beside the face, or bringing your hand to your low back. Closing your eyes, softening through the face, releasing tension in the right side. Breathing here. If the shoulder is feeling a little bit more tight than the other one, you can place a blanket just below the right shoulder, building the floor up. And modifying the pose as you need. Noticing this right side compared to the left. Being curious of the body, connecting to sensation and breathing into it. Each inhale, you open and expand. You bring in new oxygen. Each exhale, you let go, you surrender, you empty. Take 3 more full breath cycles here on the right side. Your last exhale to press into the left hand, slowly drawing yourself up, bringing that right hand to open towards the sky, exhaling to release. So gently rock forward and back. And then we'll come on to our sit bones. So we'll come into butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together. And bring the thumbs into the sole of the foot. Then gently draw the outer edge of the foot down and open the inner edge of the foot. It's kind of like you're opening a book. Allow your shoulders to release. Inhale to sit up nice and tall. And then exhaling to hinge from your hips, coming down into this forward fold. Allowing your head to be heavy, your eyes to close. Breathing here, allowing your thoughts to empty. And begin to press the thumbs into the sole of the foot. Giving yourself a foot massage. And we'll sit up nice and tall, drawing the knees together. And we'll slowly make our way onto our back. So releasing the back body down onto your mat. And then again, we'll bring the soles of the feet together, allowing the hips to open, the knees to draw towards the earth. Recline butterfly pose. Feel the front body as you breathe. Connect to your Anahata chakra at your heart center. Noticing any sensations felt here. So we did a lot of shoulder opening and hip opening today in our first virtual yin class. Thanks for joining me, Haley. Noticing and listening to the hum of your breath. Any sensations kind of speaking to you. We'll take 3 more breath cycles here. Deep inhale through your nose, belly expands, chest opens, heart lifts, hold at the top. Exhale, let it go. Heart melts, ribs soften, belly releases. 2 more times, holding at the top for the count of 3. Allow your last exhale to release your legs. So we'll draw our knees back up together, and then we'll release our legs out long onto our mats, and we'll come into our final resting pose of Shavasana. So setting up to be comfortable, if you like, you can bring a bolster underneath your legs. You can use a blanket to tuck yourself in or as a pillow. You want to be really comfortable here. You can even go to bed if that's an option for you. You just want to be really comfortable so your back body can fully release. And you can allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Letting go completely. Shavasana's corpse pose, the death of our practice. So this is the time for us to feel all the benefits of the energy we've created and moved, and really just turn our awareness to our inner screen, our mind, letting our thoughts flow like waves in the ocean. The waves of thoughts come up, we notice them, and then they fall back out towards the sea, not holding on to them, but just noticing and watching the inner screen, the waves. Staying here, I'm going to sit up just so I can put on a song, and then I'll read you a quote just to end our practice together. You're welcome to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you like. So after I do this last reading for you, I will end our session together. The lamps are different, but the light is the same. So many garish lamps in the dying brain's lamp shop. Forget about them. Concentrate on essence. Concentrate on light. In lucid bliss, calmly smoking off its own holy fire. The light streams towards you from all things, all people, all possible permutation of good, evil, thought, passion. The lamps are different, but the light is the same. One matter, one energy, one light mind, endlessly emanating all things, one turning and burning diamond, one. Ground yourself. Strip yourself down to blind, loving silence. Stay there until you see you are gazing at the light, own ageless mind. So thank you so much for joining me. Even though we can't practice in person, we're still here doing the practice and connecting to that one light in spite of all the darkness. So sending a word of gratitude to you. Namaste. Hope you have a great night. Thank you again.